How a love triangle get formed. The phrase, love triangle, is made up of two words, love, and triangle. When the collection of those words is reversed, the new phrase formed is triangle love. The geometrical meaning of a triangle is that a triangle is a polygon with three sides and three angles. While love means a feeling of intense attraction towards someone or sexual desire or attachment based on sexual attraction. In this case, the three sharp points of a triangle will represent three people who, in most cases, two will have the same gender, while one person out of the three total people involved will be from an opposite gender. In addition, two people who are from the same gender will compete for the love of the third person, who is one person of the opposite sex. The above statement means that this phenomenon can either involve two men who are suitors competing for the love of one lady, or it can involve two ladies who are suitoresses competing for the love of one man, when the issue called love based on sexual attraction is included in the group of three individuals who form a triangle of love, and this triangle will be referred to as a love triangle, where two people of same gender will compete for possessing one person of the opposite sex as a romantic partner or spouse. When these triangles of love are many, they get known as love triangles, and it is possible, like what is probable, for one person to be found in many love triangles under the condition that that person decides to either court or be courted by many individuals of the opposite sex without limits, or decides to form romantic friendships with more people of the opposite sex without placing limit of having only one romantic friendship with only one lover of the opposite sex. In consonance with the definition obtained from the dictionary, love triangle is a situation in which two suitors vie or compete for the love of the same person. Besides this, it can also mean a situation in which two suitoresses compete for the love of the same person. The same person will be a lady if the two suitors compete for her love, or the same person will be a man if the two suitoresses compete for his love. A suitor is one who pursues someone, especially a woman, for a romantic relationship or marriage. A wooer, one who falls in love with or courts someone. A suitor is a man who courts a woman. A suitor is also called a beau, courter, sparker, wooer, or a lover. Apart from a suitor, who is normally a man, there is also a suitoress, who is defined as a female suitor. A suitoress is a female who pursues a man for a romantic relationship or marriage. This statement means that it is not only men who pursues women for romantic relationship or marriage, but also ladies or women take part in the action of pursuing men for romantic relationship or marriage. The phrase, how a love triangle get formed, stands for the manner in which a love triangle get created. The following is an explanation of how a love triangle get formed. Firstly, two people of opposite gender exist in a suitorless state, which means that each of them in the beginning exist in a state of not having a suitor or not having a person to court or pursue them for romantic relationship or marriage. These parties, which are a man and a lady, later on meet, for example, for the first time ever in a world of more than 5 continents, and one of the parties in this case may instantly get attracted to the other party. An exemplary of this situation is an example of a scenario where a man who meets an attractive lady for the first time can get attracted to the lady in a blink of an eye. The first thing which can ignite the attraction of the man to the lady can be the physical beauty of the lady, which have the power of charming or enticing, since it arouses admiration or makes the lady to be admired. If a man quickly admires the beautiful lady and immediately begin to have feelings of romantic love for the beautiful lady, this scenario becomes known as love at first sight, which is defined as an instantaneous attraction. It is a synonym of the word instalove. The word instalove comes from two different words, which are instant and love. Instant means quickly or immediately, while love means a deep feeling of sexual desire and attraction. The combination of the two different words, instant plus love, form instant love, which means a deep feeling of sexual desire and attraction which gets formed quickly. Instalove means a quick or instantaneous affection. Its coordinate term is instalust, which means an instantaneous sexual attraction or desire. The next event that follows the attraction is the action of the attracted man beginning to chase the beautiful lady for love. This event means that the man begins to persistently pursue the lady as a sexual or romantic partner, and this takes place under some conditions which, apart from acting as fuel or driving force, they have to exist to propel the man to reach an ignition stage of chasing the lady for love. These conditions are the man having opportunities of chasing the lady for love, the man having the drive, morale or push which makes him to be provided with an impetus for motion or physical action of chasing the lady for love, and the man being romantically interested in the lady after being attracted or pulled by the beauty of the lady. The next event that follows is whether the lady will give the attracted and interested man the chance of being a romantic relationship partner. In this context, if the lady repels the man by practically discouraging the efforts of the man trying to win over her for romantic love, then the man's efforts in beginning or continuing to court the lady get discouraged or disapproved. But if the lady accepts to be courted by the man due to perhaps being also interested in the man due to having feelings of love for the man, then the man gets the green light of beginning and continuing with the action of courting the lady. In addition to the stated information, it is genuine like what is sincere to state that some ladies can accept to be courted by some men while at the same time they are being courted by other different men. The next event which follows like another new part of a long novel is that either the man or the lady who is not content with being courted by one man may decide to attract another new man in order to be courted by that man too, who will be the second man courting her, and this may result into the two different men courting and competing for the love of the same lady who they are courting, with each party which is courting the lady not knowing that they are courting the same lady. But in this context, either of the parties who can attract and approve new individuals of the opposite sex to be their additional romantic relationship partner can decide to begin the relationship just as romantic friendship without quickly rushing it to marriage, and the relationship will progress as there will still be extra times for attracting and including other parties into being extra romantic partners who are not yet married but are still in the process of courtship. The attracted and interested new parties of the opposite sex who have been given the chance of being courted in many cases will at first not know that the parties who are attracting and courting them have other people who are being courted too by the people courting them. In another case, some suitors will be in a situation of vying or competing for the love of the same lady. If they don't know that the same lady they are battling, contesting or competing for her love is being courted by the other men who are also in that competition of trying to win over the love of the same lady, they will compete without knowing. But if they know that the same lady they are battling, contesting or competing for her love has other suitors who are also in that competition, they will compete knowingly. For example, if the beautiful lady who is as pretty as the present beauty queen who normally wins beauty contests, one contest after the other succeeds in getting admired by another different man who is the second man who get attracted to the lady like iron filings which get pulled by the magnet, and if the same lady who is currently being courted by the first man decide to give the second man the chance of courting her as well as vying for her love, then a love triangle get formed due to existence of two different men who are suitors who are vying or competing for the love of the same lady. Moreover, in the case of a love triangle, two suitors can vie or compete for the love of the same lady without knowing that other people are also trying to win over the same person they are competing for, and this can be like a hidden secret which they don't know of its existence until they get to know of. Apart from that point of view, It is as sure as sunrise to state that there can be existence of another case of a love triangle which involved two different ladies vying or competing for the love of a particular man. In this scenario, there exists two suitresses who pursues a man for a romantic relationship or marriage. Each of the lady vying or competing for the love of a particular man may perhaps not know that that man has another lady or other ladies who are also vying or competing to be chosen by that man as one and only romantic partner of that man. Formation of love triangles of this type can be caused by men who choose to court several ladies at the same time, and negative efforts which get experienced in the case of love triangles involving several men competing for the love of the same lady may also be experienced in the case of love triangles involving several ladies compete for the love of the same man.